This week we look at number 7 in our series on the book of Psalms. This one's entitled Your Mercy Reaches to the Heavens. And it's, of course, a repetitive kind of concept there in Psalm 136. Let's turn over to that in our Bibles and look at it. In the King James, it repeats that phrase, for your mercy endureth forever. In the Free Bible version, the refrain is, for his trustworthy love lasts forever. Let me show you. Thank the Lord because he is good, for his trustworthy love lasts forever. Thank the Lord, the God of gods, for his trustworthy love lasts forever. Thank the Lord of lords, for his trustworthy love lasts forever. To him who alone does amazing things, for his trustworthy love lasts forever. To him who knew how to make the heavens, for his trustworthy love lasts forever. To him who spread out the earth over the waters, for his trustworthy love lasts forever. And that refrain continues right until the last verse, verse 26. What does it really mean? His mercy stretches up or goes up all the way, reaches unto the heavens. It means it's extensive. It means it can't be measured. It means that as we think of God's mercy, that is something which for us is supremely important. Now, I do want to put in a little comment here, though. Often we treat mercy and justice as opposites, that there's an antithesis there. I would like to suggest that that's not true, that we don't have justice from God, that stern God of justice on the one hand, and then a loving, kind, sweet God who is merciful on the other. No, God is always doing what is right. And that is the important thing to notice here. God is always right. He's doing the right thing. When he's merciful, he's not ignoring his law. When he says, I want to be just, he's not being unmerciful. He always is doing what is right. It's part of his character. That is who he is. And so let's not put those two things in contrast, fighting against each other. Is God merciful? Is God just? Yes. The answer is not that you have to choose between those two things. God is always going to do the right thing because he does the trustworthy thing, because we've just read that his trustworthy love reaches up to the heavens. His mercy, his goodness, you could translate it, those very words, hesed in the Hebrew is a very all-encompassing word describing God. You can often think of it in terms of goodness, rightness, mercy. The old King James version often had loving kindness. I kind of like that word, actually. Loving kindness, not one that we actually use today. Of course, that's why I've translated it either as trustworthy love or faithful love. And that's the kind of person God truly is. And as we look at it, we understand from these Psalms. How many were? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Psalms expressing God's trustworthy love, the way in which he wants to respond to all of us. This is from Christopher Columbus, the noted explorer. I am a most noteworthy sinner, but I've cried out to the Lord for grace and mercy. Notice the word mercy. And they have covered me completely, he says. I have found the sweetest consolation since I made it my whole purpose to enjoy his marvelous presence. Isn't that a great line? I have found the sweetest consolation since I made it my whole purpose to enjoy his marvelous presence. Trying to enjoy God's marvelous presence, his kindness to us, his trustworthy love to us. And as we think about that, look again at Psalm 51. What is David pleading for? Yes, mercy, yes, to be forgiven and all the rest of that. But most of all, he's asking to be changed. Create a new heart in me. Make me the kind of person I really should be. That is really the essence of responding to God and his trustworthy love by our love in return. May God bless you as you think about these things this week.